Hey, yo, I taking this real quick. This is that SPAC Nation thing still. What's the man's doing, man's research and investigations to find out what really are going on, you get me? This is a mad thing here, man's watch on the Exposure channel. Peace to the Exposure channel still. Taking this critical thinking. Don't mind the scary music.
Welcome to the Exposure. So I'm about to play a video.
Pause. Don't mind the scary music. That could contribute to the mood and the setting of the thing. You get me? Make it sound worse than it is. You get me? But yeah, my man plays one video of the alleged pastors. 'Cause I don't know none of them. Of messages what they allegedly send into church members. You get me? Like the youngers. So to me, but I don't even want to influence your opinion. You get me? But yeah, taking this, and I'm gonna just reviewing it.
Stay in your lane. Don't worry about.
Back up.
Welcome to the Exposure. So I'm about to play a video with two SPAC Nation pastors addressing the issue that's going on inside the church.
Stay in your lane. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. You just do what you're supposed to do. And the greatest power comes from submission. When you learn to submit, to leadership, when you learn to be able to come down, that even when you think you're right, you're still wrong because your leader said you're wrong. When you're able to submit, true power is given to the person that's.
Yeah, man, I have to pause the thing there still. Man said from you're able to submitting to the so from there, man's getting the impression that the message what man's trying to deliver is that submitting to the leader is more important, or is the right thing to do, or is what's required of you to do, shall I say? Because it's not necessarily a moral thing, you get me? That man's mentioning. But it seems like this brother here is asking man to, regardless of if your mind is telling you something's right, from your leaders telling you that you're wrong, do what the leader's telling you to do. And their man goes on to explain that that's how submitting to your leader is our powers got. You get me? So from that I'm taking, if I want power, forget what my mind's telling me. Whoever the leader is, do what they're telling, man. You get me? And if the leader's God, then you could argue, right? Yeah, who knows better than God in it, if you believe in God in it. But that ain't who what man's saying the leader is. You get me? But yeah, let me run the rest of the things still. It's a mad thing. Go take in this one when you're done over here. You get me? My one viewer.
PG's online now. And I'm just gonna be blatant. Listen, you cannot just lay hands on people. No. Unless your pastor tells you to do so, you cannot just lay hands on people. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you?
Pause there, fam. Man says you can't just lay hands on people. I'm with that. But then man says unless your pastor tells you to do so. What are you talking about, fam? This is people's use, fam. Hey, let me get something up real quick, fam. Come on, this one. I had to draw for this one at Urban say that still. That's what I'm talking about, fam. This is people them's use, fam. Man saying don't lay your hands on people unless the pastor says to do so.
Me no grow so me no grow them near there.
Me not the palm where you say.
Me say me nah.
Jeez, taking this.
One thing me a tell you sir.
God
You
make you
pick me. You
You
pick
pick
me. Vex boy them vex true.
Call
Me
me,
tell
tell
them
them
strictly.
strictly.
No
A
one
man
can
can
call
call
up
me
on
on my
line
phone
to
to
this
this
me.
me.
Go ring
Call me
out
now,
your
girl.
Me say go lick your pit.
Yeah, stick up in. True stories, fam. Man ain't supposed to be telling man to lick other people's pick me, fam. Are you mad as a pastor? And this is the deeper root of the thing still, car. The reason why it even gets to this level here, fam. The reason why man's use is getting exposed to these type of things, because the appeal is that they're relatable, they understand what man's going through, rare. So man's supposed to feel comfortable to go and I don't even know what man's seeking from them. The youths them who's going there. But critical thinking is supposed to encourage that from home still, car. Otherwise, man's just open, fam. Man's just open, you get me? And man's just open to exploitation from people who seem like who give the impression that they mean good, but it's just fuckery they're dealing with, you get me? Allegedly. But yo, man saying don't lick the youth unless the pastor says to lick them. What are you talking about, man? That's a mad thing still. Let me play more of the thing.
Yeah, you cannot just do it. And when we pray and when we begin to be in certain atmosphere, power will mess you up. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Power will mess you up. Don't just think you can play about with that kind of stuff. No way. And the next thing, whatever is said on Periscope, don't think that anybody can just say it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Me and Pastor Alex and Pastor Stephen, we've had to deal with a lot of stuff this afternoon. And don't talk out of your lane. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Don't talk out of your lane. And
let me skip to the part, car. Man, watch this. I saw the youths them like sending messages like yes sir, yes sir.
You cannot do it. Us as posts, we are gonna learn to respect leadership. Are you hearing what I'm saying, guys? You're gonna learn to respect it. Are you listening? Because I told you, power comes from submission. So there's nobody here that's gonna. I can never go over a Pastor Oni. Pastor Alex can never go.
Yeah, so man's reinforcing the importance of attaining power. You get me? So, like I said, I don't know what this thing's supposed to be, fam. I don't even know if it's officially supposed to be like a church of God, like a Christian church of God. You get me? I don't know if that's the official stance what it's supposed to be. You get me? But from man's telling man that the emphasis is on power, attaining power. You get me then? And obeying your leaders, the pastors. I'm with some joke things still. man's tainting, tarnishing opinions still. But yeah, it's definitely a mad thing still. But yeah, like I said, it starts from home, you know, car. The way the youths don't get vulnerable in the first place, and feel like they can't confide in their parents, or for whatever circumstance they ain't got their parents. So let me focus on the ones who've got their parents, but the parents is just fucking up in it. Car. Some man's been to some parties. Back in the day, I went to one as a Jamaican. I went to one party where the youths them as just it was a children's party. You get me? It was one woman, her daughter. She was having a birthday party. The youths them is like 6 or 7 or something like that, around them ages there. You get me? So I've gone there now with my woman at the time. Cause brethren, you get me? This man's gone to the yard and there were no music playing, you get me? But her brethren's come to me and been like, raw, I beg you draw for the CD there what he was playing the other day when we was in your car. So I got 2 CDs in my car, you get me? So I'm thinking it's the conscious reggae tune there, what she wants to hear, the culture, you get me? Some roots and culture. You get me? So I've gone for the CD and I come back. And she just put the CD and skip through and she's like, nah man, not this one. It's not this one. It's the next one you was playing. And the next one I was playing was some Idonia, you get me? And Idonia, he's got a bag of tunes where he's talking fuckery. He's got some tunes he's talking sense, you get me? So I'm thinking, how you gonna play Idonia Are you trying to play Idonia at a children's birthday party? It's the next thing as well. They won't even like you see that actual party. I was the only man there. It was me and one next man there, fam. And it's just full of beer women, you get me? There's a bag of women in there. Like there's no father figures there, fam. For all of the youths them that was there, fam. Not to say that they ain't got dads at home and all them thing there, but I was the only man there, you get me? And I was just there with my woman at the time, you get me? But yeah, so that's the next thing now. Just setting the scene, you get me? So man's putting the Idona CD, thinking that it's gonna select the conscious ones, you get me? She's gone for the cruddiest tunes then, fam. Man, for take bad thing that joke, you get me? But it's a serious thing still. She's gone for the cruddiest tunes where man's talking about 100 stab, 1,000 jokes and daggering and all these things. And the worstest thing ain't even that, fam. Because it's not like it's just, cool, it's an occasion. Let me put on some music that I like because there's bare big people here. It's a children's party, you get me? There's bare children there as well, you get me? But the worstest thing ain't even that, man. The worstest thing is the reaction from the youths them that was there. The youths them started rocking out, fam, like they're big people, but like big people are the worst kind, you get me? Bare skinning out, fam, and I was like, rah, yo, I can't even stay here, you know. Yo, man trying to bounce, you know, to my woman at the time, you get me? And then as man's leaving, one of the brethren was like, yeah, I understand still, it's like, it's in our culture, innit, as Jamaicans. Try to palm it off as a Jamaican thing. Like, obviously I'm born over here, innit? But it was them that was born over in Jamaica that just over here, you get me? She said, in our culture as Jamaica, it's something we need to work on still, but it's just how things going. But so my thing is raw. I don't know if the parents is considering the impact that we're having on the youth then by just exposing them to this music as if it's not gonna have no bad effect. Cause all I go on man told man about rice, it's just them expressing themselves and they're being true to their environment and really know my stance on that still. That's not the thing, fam. Because imagine if it was there was a paedophile and he's living his experience and he's making a tune and voice in tune and he's just being true to his environment. What's man gonna say that? Yeah, man just saying it isn't it? Can't knock it. No, fam, you have to recognize that it's a detrimental messages that man's promoting, fam. Whether it's true or not, you get me? And you're supposed to have, you ain't supposed to expose your youth, especially like the youth. See when it's a youth as well. The brain development and all of them things there. Their mind soaks it up like sponge, you get me? The youth so impressionable. You can tell them anything and they're gonna believe it without even second guessing, you get me? So if as big people, if you like listening to, I call it stupid sellout music, you get me? If you like listening to that, it's best you do that in your own time and make it fuck up your brain and don't make it have a effect on the youth's them brain, you get me? Cause that's the next thing now. So even with that story there, that same girl, that was years ago. That same girl, what you think happened in the end? That same girl that was bracking out whose birthday party it was to Idonia, 100 stab, 1,000 jokes at a 7-year-old birthday party. She's obviously breeded up and she's rebelling against the mother. She don't rate the mother, she's beefing the mother. And the cycle continues, you get me? And it's probably someone like that who probably will go to this SPAC Nation church, trying to look a way out, you get me? Because from birth she's been like raw. Like life's been this way set from early, you get me? Everything's been fucked up from early, you get me? Especially when you look at yourself in comparison to other people whose parents were telling them, nah, that music ain't. That man, it ain't supposed, even as adults, man, it's supposed to be like glorifying the music there, fam. Or exalting it like it's something good man's doing, or it's like it's not a problem. Man have to acknowledge if it's a problem, if it's a problem, fam. Food man eat. A man can eat donuts because they taste nice. But if you set yourself up on a diet of bare donuts, fam, you're gonna see the adverse effects that it's gonna have on your body. You get me? It's the same thing with music, fam, or anything that you put into your brain. You get me? as much as it might sweet you, it might feel nice for whatever the instant gratification when you're getting, the long-term effects it's having is fucking man up, fam. And then it's sending newts. Like, well, go on, Mr. Prolo. It's sending newts to places like SPAC Nation, you get me? Where, as the saying goes, I was gonna call the video this, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. They be modeling like they got some good intentions, you get me? Like they're trying to reform all the youths them who their guardians or their father figures or their parents, their mothers, who those youths who they've given up on, you get me? So these are like, right, boom, we're trying to change people's life around, we're trying to do good for you. Rare. These times, hey, look at the type of messages what they're giving them, fam. Then play more of the thing. But already man got up to just from the beginning. Man's telling you, even if you think you're right, ignore that. As if man ain't got the ability to come to the same conclusions as the person who's telling them what's right and wrong. If given the chance to examine the evidence. Critical thinking, man. Man have to encourage critical thinking still. Man have to examine the evidence for yourself. If you can look at something and work out what it means, why I can't do that too? Why I can't even try? Supposed to let me see for myself. What's the saying go? If you teach a man to fish, he's gonna feed himself for evermore. You get me? If you just give him fish, he's gonna eat that one day and come back to you with his hands open. You get me? So anyone who ain't encouraging man to find a source, I don't really know what man's doing. You get me? I don't want to have to depend on a man's interpretation. Cause man's gonna lead man down a rabbit hole, fam. Let me play you some more of the videos.
But I passed on it. I would never even dare, and everyone knows that I'm a very bold person. I'm very bold. I'm very, you understand? I'm like Joshua. I will walk up to a man and tell him, I hear what I'm saying. Like, I'm like that, but I will never even dare to act Pastor Oni, because that's a whole different jurisdiction right there. No way, I cannot do it. Are you hear what I'm saying to you? I can't even do it for a joke. You've never seen me act Pastor Oni. You've never seen it happen. Are you listening, guys? I've never acted. There's people that you just can't act. I've never acted Pastor Binta. Pastor Binta is a dangerous woman. This woman was one of the first people to have a trap house. I can't act Pastor Binta. Are you hear what I'm saying to you? I don't care.
You saying obey authority true, she's dangerous. That's some jail thing, fam. Yeah.
If you call me the leader of what, I don't care if you call me that. There's certain things that I can't do. Every single thing that you see me do is because you see, it is like Pastor Toby. Pastor Toby has done it.
Listen to the evil
You
music.
hear what I'm saying to you guys?
Yo, it's like some horror film man's watching.
I follow everything that Pastor Oni does. I follow everything that Pastor Oni does, and if Pastor Oni doesn't do it, then I'll start to ask myself, where did I get this character from? Because if my...
That's what I'm saying, fam. Man didn't say man follow God, you know, fam. Yo, I'm wondering if this thing is even an official Christian church, you know, fam. Like officially, are they saying that they're following God? They're trying to pull you to Jesus or what? Ain't heard God's name, ain't heard God's name mentioned once yet, you know, blood. In this 4 minutes that man's played the thing for.
Behavior doesn't go with the character of my leader, then what am I doing? You wanna add something?
Yeah. Okay. Like PK was saying today, we've had to deal with quite a few things, but I'll just reiterate what Pastor Oni was saying to both myself and Pastor Kevin before he left to go on his trip. He said, any sign of disunity, snuff it out.
So what's going on here is these two guys are upset because a member or members of the 3G, which is the young group of leaders at SPAC Nation, young group of pastors, ministers and evangelists, basically one of them must have questioned one of the main pastors, and also one of them also must have spoken back or directed the conversation about one of the pastors to somebody else. So these two guys are upset about it because what they're saying is even them, they can't talk back or even stand.
Yeah, man. All of them things there, fam. Like I said, from a youth, man. From you got youths and your ears and your youths, them. If they got questions that they're trying to ask, supposed to encourage, like you don't want them to know why they're doing what they're doing. They only need to obey your direct instruction if it's an emergency situation where there's no time to explain nothing. Other than that, you're supposed to be encouraging them every day to understand exactly what they're doing. So that way, when they go out into the world, no one ain't going to be able to science them, fam. Man call it science them still. It's a Jamaican thing. That's from being a man still. No one ain't going to be, all it means is program them and run some con on, or some scan on them. Because they're already going to have a mind to know that not everything what is told to you is just supposed to be accepted. You're supposed to understand and know that the reasons for doing what you're doing, past that a man's telling me to, or past that because it just feels good. You get me? Because we all know if you just indulge in what feels good, you could spoil yourself. You get me? Now, the way we use the term spoil, like you're spoiling children, like it's some sweet thing. Like all it means is, you're just looking after them, you're treating them special and nice. But it's in the name, innit? When something's spoiled, it means it's rotten, innit? It's no good anymore. It's fucked up. Because it has been pampering the thing when it needs more than just pamper. It needs some intelligent direction, you get me? So, man's supposed to be encouraging this critical thing. I hear what you're saying still, Mr. Prolo. Like, that's what I'm saying. You see the adults, and people say this as well still, the sincere ones out there, I hope that whatever they need to air, that's going to make them acknowledge what man's saying or consider for themselves and come to a conclusion or even be able to explain where I'm going wrong in my thinking. Oh, that can happen, you get me? Where it's not no emotional thing. But you see the youths them, I'm trying to teach the youths them, and I'm trying to teach people who's able to talk to youths them how to deal with the youths them, you get me? On this, tell the children the truth, you get me? Like Bob Marley said. And encourage them to know why they're doing something, rather than just doing it because somebody said so. This authority thing is going to lead you into the path of these demons. I don't believe in demons like that, you get me? But it's just slang and terminology from along the way, you get me? For want of a better word, it's going to lead you into the path of these demon people, you get me? It's going to lead you into It's going to lead you into the path of people who mean you know well, who mean to exploit you for their own personal interests, which they keep concealed from you. And it's through questioning that they reveal their hypocrisy. They reveal their contradictions, what they don't want you to know about. This is why they discourage questioning. Be wary of anybody who discourages questioning, man. Especially if they're trying to propagate an idea. Or if they're trying to make themselves an example. Or if they're trying to give any type of direction. You get me? And they don't want no questioning. No, man, I have to take questioning, man. My brother Swede in the building. And let me continue on to the next one.
Next to a leader that's above them. So they have to submit, basically. Whether they're wrong or right. Whatever a pastor above them tells them.
This is why it feels like a con as well for me. Because it's like, one time I went to Jamaica, and it was a free card money thing. The pastors right now are giving an example. Like my man's breaking it down, basically saying the same thing. Are giving examples that of the behavior that they expect to see from other people. You get me? From the people who they're talking to right now. But they're saying like we do it ourselves. So it's not like we're telling you to do something that we don't think is good. Like, I'm under manners too, so I don't think that it's like something's wrong with it. Cause I'm not going to tell you to do something that I'm doing that I'm not doing myself. You get me? Unless I think it's wrong. You get me? So let me tell you one story when man went to Jamaica. Cause I don't know if these people was looking for true. They saw that man's tourist. They feel like man's fool for or something. Like man ain't got no intelligence. You know the free card bully man. The man who shuffle free card and underneath it is something where you're supposed to pick that and then you win the money. I see them from a mile away. You get me? I'm there, my family just walking through town, going into different shops and all of that, supporting the local businesses. You get me? Buying mixtape CDs and all of these things. I've seen the free card money man. Like one woman, there was a group of them. But like, that was moving so dance, they're so obvious. They tried to get your attention without being blatant, you get me? Because obviously they want you to just take yourself, use your own feet and walk over there. Cause any type of, you feel like that you're being coerced into acknowledging them, then you're already gonna be in, nah, I don't trust these people. I don't want to be in it. I don't trust them. I don't want to do nothing with them. So they've come and stood up right where I'm standing and started shuffling cards, you get me? Like in my peripheral vision. So try to gauge the play now. I've just turned around and given them my back, you get me? Until the woman who was supposed to be an observer, that was supposed to just be betting, just off chance, that's a stranger walking by, she seen me turn around and realize that, if he ain't looking, then he ain't going to be able to see that I'm winning the game, so he can feel like he can play and win also. So she's actually bumped me. Like she bumped my arm and told man to look at the cards, you get me? I had to laugh, you get me? I said, no, I'm good, you know, miss. I don't gamble still. I'm not into gambling. You get me? But how she so, like I said, the point I said to say that is that she trying to provide an example that there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with what I want you to do, even though she's not directly telling me to do it like how these men are directly telling the youths them to be under manners. But it's the same analogy, you get me? She's telling me there's nothing wrong with what I'm asking you to do because I don't know this guy. I'm doing it, and you're seeing that it's beneficial for me. You already know that I'm up because you're gonna see me with a bunch of money. And this is how man's getting roped in, you get me? Because obviously these men are the pastors. Apparently they supposed to got P, you get me? So they're up, you get me? So people's gonna follow along with their thing. Because they want to get to the P what they got. But the thing is that they ain't showing them how man's getting the P. The free card money woman ain't showing man that she's involved in the thing and it's just recycled money that she's winning. You get me? The only time they're making money is when the naive people believe what they're saying and put down their new money when I'm bringing new money, which is how this thing is supposed to be happening in SPAC Nation right now, you get me? Where the youth them is taking out loans, or loans are being taken out on behalf of the youth them in their name, student loans, business loans, but all of the P gets dashed up to the pastors. And the pastors ain't asking you to do nothing that they don't do themselves because they dash up P to the head pastor in charge, you get me? Allegedly. Who knows what happens behind the scene, you get me? But they got money to flash what attracts the youth them, you get me? So that's the next thing as well, youth them. This materialism thing, yeah. Now I come and draw you in with his flashy clothes and shiny cars and rare, you get me? Yeah, big up Stefano Bong as well.
They must do it and they shall never question it. This is what they basically tried to say. So, you guys know in SPAC Nation, there is an order. You have Toby, under Toby you have Sam, Onye's, the Mariams, the Nickies, and then just under them you have people like PK himself, along with other leaders also. So right now, these guys are the ones that are in control of the 3Gs of SPAC Nations. So they're the ones that basically tell the young guys, the young pastors, what to do. So they're trying to address the situation by asking them to basically follow us. And he said, like one of these pastors just mentioned, whatever he does, however he talks, how he preaches, it's not him. He's learned it from the pastor above him. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And that pastor has learned from PT. So everything they do has to be just like PT.
Yo, sound like some pyramid scheme, fam. Yo, one time, one of my I'm gonna say associate still, cause I can't consider a man a bridge, and if you feel like he needs to deceive man in order to get some P off a man, you get me? But yeah, back in the day when the pyramid scheme was a new thing, you get me? One brother that I knew through our next brethren, like man weren't really that close, you get me? I was more closer we had a mutual friend, you get me? So he's page man one day, he's got my number, obviously he's page man, he's gonna raw. Yo, man's got a way to make P, you know, fam. Some easy money, fast, you know, fam. I'm making money right now, I'm good, you get me? And obviously he showed me two things. to show that he's got P. Like he's saying, yeah, this the what I bought with my P. You get me? Like a man's making more. You get me? I'm trying to bring man in. What you saying? So I'm like, rah. With all due respect, fam, how come you letting me know? And he's asking me, he's telling me as well to tell my cousin as well. You get me? Cause he knows my cousin. Cause he knows I got a cousin. You get me? So I'm like, rah, why? My mind's always in that curiosity mode, like, rah. So why you letting me know? You get me? What's in it for? Like me and all due respect, I don't really know you that well. And how come your bridge ain't come and told me? You get me? He's like, he tried to explain the thing to man, but he knows his mind don't really understand really. So I'm just coming to man. I know you got like you know what you're doing and really. So I'm like, alright, cool. Tell me what the thing is. Tell me how it works. He's saying, yo fam, you see where it is? It's best man just come for manself because if I explain it, it might not make no sense to man. And for you to really understand what I'm saying, it's just best man come for manself. So I'm like, yo, that sounds funny, you know, fam. At least tell me, like, give me something. Just try, you get me? If it sound funny, then it sound funny, you get me? But at least give me some, like, a heads up of what's happening. He's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man have to, the only thing is, man have to be in, like, business suits. Cause man's going to be working in hotels and rare. But it's not, you're not going to be working for no one. It's like a business thing. You're going to be the owner of your own business, you get me? Each time, it's some pyramid scheme, you know. A man's going way around the corner to just make sure that man show up, and hopefully the people, the master manipulators, are going to be able to bamboozle man. Or the next thing is, which I think what this thing is, if man ain't able to outthink man or manipulate man mentally, then the next thing is to pressure you by making you feel like you're the odd one out. You get me? Cause that's how man went to the thing. Man ended up going there. Cause like, fuck it, what I got to lose? What I got to lose? If man's making some money and it's some simple thing like man saying, either I'm gonna go there and it's that, or I'm gonna go there and it's not that, and I know I can just write man off as a waste man, innit? I ain't got nothing to lose, so alright, fuck it, let me go. So I went there, I brought my cousin as well. Cause obviously when I'm telling my cousin, he's like, yeah, it sounds shaky still, but if you're looking to go, fuck it, I'm gonna go with you, innit? So man's gone there now, fam. I'm sitting down in the thing. When I walked up in there, fam, I'm seeing bare sound bad, you know, fam. I'm seeing bare black people there though, fam. I'm like, oh no, it's not a good look still. It's not a good look still. I come like they're preying on the vulnerable people right now. I'm seeing bare people there looking like they ain't even got no pee at all, like they're desperate, you get me? Looking kind of dusty, some dusty people there. I was like, fuck yeah, no, fam. I feel like doing a U-turn, fam. I said, fuck it, let me sit down and listen to the thing, man. I'm sitting down and listening now. My brethren's there walking around, he's in his suit. He's at a stage where he's elevated, because he's bringing people in it. Obviously, if the thing goes as it's according to go, as it's supposed to go, next time I go back there, I'm going to be one of the main guys walking around bringing people in, you get me? So man's gone there, man's listening to what the people them are saying. And it's bare smoke and mirrors, bare spectacle, bare cheering and clapping, and I just call it ritual, fam. Bare loud noises and excitement, anything to draw attention away from what man's actually asking man to do. It's like I feel like man's trying to get man into an emotional state to where I'm gonna be susceptible to just going along with the crowd. You get me? Like I'm feeling friendly. Everybody around me is family. Everyone's talking like they're all one big family. They're all happy. Like nothing bad can't happen. It's all good. Everything's nice. Feel good. We're winning. Everyone's happy. We got money. Round of applause for nothing. Let's just clap. You know, like that, fam. I'm looking around like, fucking no. Where I'm looking around to my left and my right, I'm seeing bare people clapping and cheering and rearing. And they don't know what the fuck my man's talking about, because he ain't said nothing yet. But everybody's excited and ready, fam. Like, they're here to see a show, you get me? I'm like, fucking hell, fam. I'm embarrassed, fam. I felt like sneaking out, you get me? But while everybody's there clapping and all of that, they got some people on the aisles. Like, one of my brethren was one of them. My associate, let me see. They got some people on the aisles that's walking up and down, like monitoring the crowd, you get me? As if they're watching to see who's got a problem or something. So the brother starts breaking down the thing. He's like, all right, boom, here's how the thing works. I can't remember exactly how I said it, because man said it super fancy and complicated, you get me? And that's the next thing as well. I made a post about that other day. And it weren't me, I was quoting someone. was quoting someone still, but it says, intelligence is the ability to take something what seems complicated and make it easy or simple to understand. And a con man takes something what's simple and deliberately makes it complicated because they have to fit themselves into it, you get me? So they can be the go-between, they can be the middleman. And you have to come through them in order to get the benefit what you're seeking. So they can get a piece, you get me? They can charge you whatever they want to charge you, you get me? So they better start saying bare backflips and sideways and rear, talking about how you're going to be driving $1 million, you're going to be living in $1 million pound apartments, you're going to be driving fancy cars, you're going to have, if that's your thing, you're going to have as many women or as many men, because there's women in there as well, as you want, fooling over you and rear it. Man's selling a lifestyle and getting people amped up, you get me, before man's breaking down a thing. So man's finally got to the meat of the argument and he said, all right, boom. Imagine if you had 10 people giving you £100 every week. Now imagine if those 10 people had 10 people giving them £100 every week. Now it seems like a lot, but if you break it down between the 10, it's only £10 each of their own personal pocket. So your friend, you'll be giving £10 to your friend. It's only £10, but you're gonna have 10 people underneath you giving you £10, and then they're gonna be giving £10. Some pyramid scheme, you get me? Obviously, man didn't know what pyramid schemes was them time there still, but just that alone, I was like, all right, cool. So what you're telling me, I tried to go along with the thing to see if I can follow along logically, you get me? I was already out, but I just used to want to understand exactly what it is man's talking about. So I'm like, cool. So I gotta get 10 people to give me £10 with the vague promise that if they get 10 people, then they can get £10. First of all, like, I don't even need my man above me anymore, if that's what it is. The only reason why man needs my man who's above me is because man's already got like a set amount of people, like an army of people that may be in on it with him, that ain't making OP. They're just waiting for everybody to start signing up so they can start making P. You know, like that, fam. But it's the impression that they've already given as if there's some millionaires and the things obviously work for them. So it might work for me, you get me? But I don't know if it's worked for them or not. They might be fronting, you get me? Which I think they was, you get me? So I've gone out, boom. First of all, the manner in which I'm here, man, had to be dishonest in the first place. So I'm a man, I don't like lying. I don't like going out of my way to omit truth neither. You get me? So I didn't like the way that my associate was dealing with me in the first place, where he felt like he couldn't directly tell me what it was. So if that's what I'm gonna have to do to 10 people, fam, I know I ain't in it. So people started signing up. Some people started signing up or appearing to sign up. It could have been a free card money thing, where obviously if nobody don't put their hand up and say, yeah, I want to be a part of this thing, who else is gonna do it? So some people, they are putting up their hands, signing up. I don't know them. I don't know no one in there. They're strangers. They might be plants. I'm gonna say they're plants. That's what my best guess would be. You get me? So they signed up, and every time someone signs up, they say a chant. You get me? Whatever the name of the company was. And everybody in the audience, even the ones who ain't signed up, are saying the same chant, you get me, when man signs up, because the leaders are leading it, and it's like they're expecting you to clap along and say the chant with them. They're looking at you funny if you don't do it. So when they're seeing that I'm not screaming the same chant what everybody's screaming, like a few of them's come over to man and started talking to me like, is there any problems? Can we help you out with anything? If maybe you don't understand what's exactly going on, yeah, we try and break it down for you, make it simple to understand. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. You want to be a millionaire, right? Bear that type of talk, fam. Like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'll just come along to my brethren told me to meet him there and So I'm just, like that, fam. I was like, yo, I didn't want no part of the thing, fam. But yeah, it seems like the similar type of things, fam. Bare fancy words and bare authoritarian hierarchy type of systems. Some sideways things, fam. But let me play more of the video before I got to bounce real quick still.
Now I say this in light of a matter that happened in the service, and I was speaking to
I got the poison, I got the remedy.
Pastor Laddie Minister
Meister,
Ephraim, Evangelist
Mr. Lee,
Jordan about this.
Shaq G. I remember
Who
them
would
pyramid
say
scheme
to
days.
Timothy,
Similar
somebody who
thing
was
still
leading
happens to me.
thousands of people,
But
not
they're
to be
remixing the
hasty
thing. It sounds like this what this is
in
from.
the laying on of hands, being
Because the pastors
careful
have to
that you
get
don't
like
share in the sins of others.
they say they have to
This
seed
isn't
money
something
up to
that
the pastor, you get
I
me?
even wanted
And the
to
youths
do,
them have
but
to
it's
seed
something
money
that I
up to them.
needed to do.
And then them youths have to go and
And
get
this
money
needs
from
to be
wherever they
addressed
get.
to every single
You get me? And
young
that's how come they got
pastor
the young
or
G's, the
3G
young
member.
pastors, the 3G members,
I
like
can't
my
have
man just said.
somebody as young as 12 years of age laying hands on somebody.
Hear this though.
It doesn't make sense at all. You guys want to be playing tennis with your demons. Laying hands is something that's very deep. Very deep, and this is something that I had to say to Laddie today, that when
Who
you
talks like
actually
this?
lay hands on somebody, what you're doing is that you're inviting that spirit that's on the inside of somebody else that's been tormenting them into you. You're inviting that spirit, that demon that's on the inside of them into you. And if there's not enough fire on the inside of you, guess what? You two are now gonna have the same thing that they were battling.
Yo, my man's killing it with the
just
music though,
passing,
fam.
playing
Listen to the music.
badminton
They're
with
trying to
your demons.
manipulate me, man. It's bad enough, fam. I don't need the
Listen,
music.
but I'm happy that I'm here with PK, and we're gonna be speaking and addressing certain things today.
I want to chat to these
We'll be
ones still.
speaking and
Hopefully I see them again.
addressing a lot of things
If I
throughout the
go there
weeks
again,
coming.
hopefully I see them and all the reason and then get their side of that story.
And the one thing that PO said to us, to the both of us, he said, when I go,
good.
make sure that there is unity. So there can't be things that there can't be
Make
banter.
sure that there's unity. Yeah, that's the thing as well. That's why I feel like they were so hard on man when they saw that man weren't going along with everything else. Because like, rightly or wrongly, sometimes people need to see an example of what it is they're feeling or wanting to do before they go and do it themselves. Because a lot of the time we're scared of the darkness. Our fear of the darkness is worse than our experience in darkness. You get me? But we won't know because the fear paralyzes us from doing it. So when this is what I believe now, using my psychological analysis techniques, is when they saw a man not going along with the thing, anybody else who didn't want to, who felt embarrassed, like for even being there in the first place and realizing what it was, and also didn't want to go along with the thing, if they saw, yeah, this brother ain't having it either. If I'm with it, yeah, fuck that, man. Some joke thing, fam. I'm out, fam. Fuck the person who told man to come here as well, fam. You get me? Everybody would have just left, like all of the people that weren't there as part of the stage show. You get me? Everybody that weren't there, everybody that was there genuinely that was there, that could have potentially been a trick. You get me? That could have been a check for the people them that's already there. All of them would have just cut out. You get me? So they need this unity, fam. They have to quell any type of dissent or any type of don't even have to be dissent, fam. Just apparent. What this brother ain't going along with everybody else. Something's wrong with him, fam. And we have to let people know that if they do the same, they're not gonna like it, innit? So we have to make it look crazy for man. But they had like 3 people forward to man, fam. Locking eyes and bare things, fam. Every some like, they're trying to put pressure on man to just go along with the thing, fam. I'm like, yo, fam, it's not for me, blood. It's not my thing, you get me? Nah, let me make it speak to someone else, Kai. You probably can explain it better than I can. Fam, I'm telling you, it's not my thing. And then the next one's all gone. Yo, see you'll probably rise to a leading position overnight. I could tell, like that. After man can't scare you out of the thing, it's like they try sweep man up now, you get me? Fam, yo, it's not for me, fam. I don't want to feel like I'm deceiving people, fam. It's not my thing, innit? So yeah.
Banter, even if it's banter about things like prayer. I was saying to Pastor Laddie today that every single thing you've assumed the position of leadership is not cheap. Leadership is not preaching.
And stick a pin as well there, fam. It's probably going to be the last one before I got a cut still. But you see what he said there? He said, even banter, even if man's bantering, you can't diss the leadership, the hierarchy, all them things. You can't question authority. You see, comedy, fam. That's one of the last places there, fam, where, let me not say last still, 'cause I don't know still, but comedy is a place, it's like a unique place where you can say almost anything. Could be the truest shit ever spoken, fam. But because it's in the guise of comedy, the quote unquote outrage that's expected from speaking it straight, the same thing but straight in a serious tone and a serious manner. You get me? Because it's under the guise of comedy, you don't see that outrage. You get me? But the message still reaches who it's supposed to reach. You get me? So comedy, there's the ability, fam. Comedy is powerful, fam. And even that man are trying to lick down comedy. Man are trying to fight against comedy because they realize, fam, like, wow, people can actually say what they want because they're trying to make people laugh. But at the same time, they're saying some quote unquote offensive things that hurt other people's feelings. You get me? Man, like Renegade Ralph, I'll go on my brother. Yeah, man, just breaking down this SPAC Nation video still, real quick. My man's about to bounce. Man's wrapping up on this one. But yeah, comedy, fam. So man said even banter. Come man realizes, fam. Even in banter, when man are running jokes, man are feeling out the boundaries. You get me? Seeing what they can get away with, but they're pulling it in comedy because they know that if man are straight come out with it, could be a big problem. You get me? Like man could see the full wrath of a man. You get me? If you pull it in comedy, I'm just busting a joke. I'm just busting a joke, fam. It's just a joke, innit? But really, what I'm saying is the truth, though. But you don't need to fight, man, for it, innit? You know, like that. Consider what man's saying. If I'm wrong, then disprove, man, innit? But man definitely want to press that button and see if it does what it says it's supposed to do. You get me? Because otherwise, what's man got the button there for? If that makes sense. But yeah, speaking of dangers of comedy, have you seen The Name of the Rose? Nah, I don't know. What's that? Comedy also brings up serious issues. And that's what I'm saying, fam. Comedy is one of the last places, well, pardon me, not the last. Comedy is a place where you can go and expect to air, especially if it's some politically orientated or social commentary type comedians. You get me? We deal with current events and all of those things. You get me? Great movie. Check it out. What's it about? What is that? Comedy thing? Oh, Dangers of Comedy. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out still. I'm gonna check it. Where is it? On Netflix or something? I'm gonna go take that in still. But yeah, man. Real talk, fam. Man, gotta protect comedy still. That's a place. It's a place where I don't want to see the people them who are offended, the people them who are outraged. Anyone who says that they're outraged, fam. If I don't see they shouldn't even be able to say that they're outraged. You know what outrage is, fam? Pitchforks. You're supposed to see pitchforks and blow torches, fam. You get me? You know, like back in the day, them torches that like the wood with them type of old school torches there and a pitchfork. Something's supposed to be getting fucked up, fam. Someone who's outraged isn't supposed to be able to say that they're outraged, fam. Somebody's supposed to point to them and say, hey, yo, that motherfucker's outraged. You get me? So, with that one there, no medieval era thriller, okay? Medieval. Cool, I might take it in still. But yeah, mysterious murders in a monastery. Thrilling. But yeah, with that one there still, man, got to bounce still. I'm gonna go sort something out real quick still. But yeah, man, go and take in this video. SPAC Nation, it's called SPAC Pastors Lose It Again against their youngest, or against their youngsters. SPAC Pastors Lose It Against their youngsters. That's on the Exposes channel still. Go take in that and do your psychological analysis, you get me? Yeah, it's open season on a free thinking mind right now, man. You get me? Or anyone who aspires to understand deeper past because I said so. You get me? 'Cause enough man will tell you that if you don't understand it, you just don't understand it. I'm saying raw. Ask questions and do your research until you're able to work out whatever. You get me? Don't give up, fam. The moment you start doubting yourself, this is where I believe this is the reason why we fail a lot of the times. Not because we're not able. It's because we don't try. You get me? So don't make a man try cause you to doubt yourself. You get me? Use them. The future's yours, you know. So yeah, take it in. If you manage to see this, question everything. You get me? Even your parents. And when you question your parents, make sure you're respectful and tell them that, Mom, Dad, one day you should want me to be smarter than you. And you should want me to care for you and look after you so you can put your feet up and relax, you get me? So the faster you can help me to enhance my understanding on life, the faster that can come about, you get me? Grow me with love, you don't have nothing to fear from me. Cause I won't want to hurt you. I don't expect that my youth them would want to hurt me, you get me? So I'm supposed to answer any question what I have. Honestly. You get me? Obviously you can protect them from things what might be dangerous if you don't think that they're ready for the responsibility. But if you should let them know that if you can't answer a question that you don't think that they're ready to understand, let them know the reasons why. Tell them that they got to demonstrate their responsibility level. Give them a task to do or something that you believe would demonstrate that, boom, you look like you can handle this thing here without taking the information and damaging yourself. You get me? So, yeah, man. Tell the children the truth. Don't just follow orders. Cause man's telling you to. A man wants to lean on man and put pressure on man. I wonder if that scary music. What? I wonder if that scary music. What my man's playing on the Exposure channel. I wonder if when the pastors were talking, that scary music just starts playing from anywhere. Like it probably ain't even on the Exposure channel, fam. That's probably the Periscope, straight from the Periscope movie, fam. But them man are streaming them. Before them men go live, they cue up the music. You get me? And they start running that, fam. And you just hear the.
That's part of leadership. Leadership is about leadership is the 95% what you do outside of that thing.
So here he is confirming that
Cue the
something
evil music. You hear me? Mad thing. I say that, man. But yeah. Peace. Alexi. So yeah, we're the quick one still. But yeah, man's out now still. Go and watch it back. Peace. Tell the youth the truth.